Good morning. My name is Dr. R. Arun, working as Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, P.S.R. Engineering College. Today we are going to discuss about the topic software testing. In software testing, we are going to see the first we are going to see the definition for the software testing and goals of the software testing, and what are the models used for software development. Okay. First one, we are going to see about the definition. Software testing is nothing but is an art of investigating software to ensure that its quality under test is in line with the requirement of the client. Which means we are going to test the software which was developed by our developers to find whether it is satisfying the customer's requirements or not. Then another definition is software testing is carried out in a systematic manner with the intent of finding defect in a system. It is required for evaluating the system. Main goal, main aim of the software testing tester is to find the defect or bugs, whether it is present in the developed software or not. Next one, these are the goals of the software testing. First of all, you are supposed to find the bugs. Means we have to repeatedly test the software developed by the developer, and we have to find the bugs or some errors present in the software. Next one is you are supposed to prevent bugs. Next, after finding the bug, we have to give the report to the developer team. Then only they can able to prevent the bugs in the future. Next one is you are supposed to assess quality of the product. By finding the bugs, by testing the software repeatedly, we can able to find the bugs, and which is useful for the developers to eliminate the bugs, and in future also they can able to give a quality software. Next one is you are supposed to provide suggestions. By finding the bugs and errors, we can able to give the suggestions. What are the bugs, what are the errors already found out, and then what are the preventive actions we can able to take to resolve, to prevent that particular bugs. Okay, these are all the suggestions, valuable suggestions we can able to give to the developers. In the software testing cycle, now we are going to say about software testing life cycle. In software testing life cycle, we can generally divide it into number of distinct phases. There are several phases are there. First one is analysis, next one planning, next is developing, documenting test execution, evaluating test runs, and preparing the next cycle. First one is the analysis. First we have to collect the requirements from the customers. What are the needs, why the customer want to develop particular software, what are the needs, what are the requirements. We have to gather the requirements from the customers, and we have to document it. Next we have to analysis. In the analysis phase, we have to analyze what are the possibilities we can able to develop the particular software. Like this, we have to analyze all the requirements gathered from the customers. Next, we have to go for the planning phases. In the planning phase, we have to plan how to develop the particular software, what are the softwares needed, what are the front end, what is back end, what are the database, what are the kinds of database we are needed, we have to plan. Next one we have for developing. Developing is nothing but the writing the coding or implementation process. In developing process, what are the we have planned in the planning phases, we have to implement in the particular developing phase. Next one is documenting test. The documenting test is nothing but what are the test, what are the types of test we are performing. We have to document all the test types. Next one is test execution. In the test execution, we have to run the software repeatedly, and we have to, our main aim is to find the bugs in the developed software. After finding the bugs, we have to report it to the particular concerned developer team. Next one is evaluating the test run. After the testing process, we have to evaluate where all the errors are present, where all the bugs are present. We have to evaluate all the things, and we have to report it to the particular team. And last one is preparing the next cycle. After completing the testing process, we have to plan for the next stage. Next stage is not after testing, we have to give the report to the particular team. After that, the particular team will correct the particular errors and bugs in the software. Then after that also we have to run the software, and we have to check whether it is developed correctly or not. Next, these are the models for software testing. There are some 4 or 5 models for software testing models. First one, software testing model. Software testing is an integral part of the software development life cycle. Okay, there are different models or approaches you can use in the software development process, where each model has its own advantages and disadvantages. There are many models present there. We can able to use any kind of software approaches for a particular softwares. First of all, we are going to see the very basic model, waterfall model. In the waterfall model, the first one is the requirement analysis model, next one analysis model, next one design, next coding, testing, and final one is the maintenance model. In the requirement analysis model, first of all, we have to gather all the information and what are the requirements needed by the customers. Then we have to gather and we have to document all these things. Then we have to go for analysis. In the analysis phase, we can able to analysis what are the possibilities ways to implement the particular software or not. Next, we are going for the designing stage. The designing stage, we have to design the particular software. Like I already told, what are the software, what are the back end we are going to use, what are the front end we are going to use, what type of databases we are going to use. All this we have to design. And the fourth one is the coding part. Coding part is nothing but it is the implementation one. What are all the things we have designed, what are the designs designed in the design phase, we have to implement in the coding stage. In the coding stage, next one, after completing the coding, we are going for the testing phase. In the testing phase, the software will be given to the testing groups. In the testing groups, there will be lot of people, the testers. They will test the each and every modules developed by the software developers, and they will repeatedly test and they will find the what are the errors found in the particular software. And after telling the errors to the particular software developer teams, they will rectify the errors, and after that they will finish the product. Once after the get verifying from the testing groups, they will be deployed to the customer side. In the customer sites also, they are not familiar with the particular software, so they have to undergo some training about the particular software. After that, it will be delivered to the particular customers. Then after delivering, the software will be maintained by the software development team for a period of times. Next, these are the different phases. As I already told, requirement analysis, requirement phase, software design, programmed implementation, testing, maintenance. Requirement analysis in requirement, the customers will be give some suggestions. Customers will be give some values for their for what purpose they need this software. Then it will be get analyzed. Next, software design. In the designing phases, they will design and they will implement. In the program implementation, they will write the codings for the particular design. After the coding is completed, the codings will be tested by the software testers, and finally it will be deployed, delivered to the particular customers, and it will be maintained by the company. Next one model is the V model. This V model is names come from its shape of this diagram. In this model, the development as well as the testing process takes place in the side-by-side way. First one is the requirement analysis, user requirements. User requirements nothing but the customer's needs. It is called as the user requirements. Through that, the acceptance test plan, the acceptance testing is also done in the side by side. Next one, software specification. The software specification, we have to the system test plan. What are the testings we are going to perform for the particular software. Okay. Next one is a high level design. In the high level design, the software, how we are going to develop the software, it must be developed in the high level design. Next one is the low level design. After the low level design, you will go for the coding part. In the coding part, everything will be converted into coding. Then it will go for the testing process. The unit testing, there are many types of testing: unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. These are all the types of testing deployed in the software testing process. Next one is in this model, the deployment and the text execution activities are carried out side by side in the downhill and uphill shape. because the due to the shape of this it came as a, it is modeled as a V model. Next one is the agile model. In the agile model, the first one is the planning, next one is the designing, next development, test, release and feedback. First one is the planning model. Now the planning, we get the requirements from the customers and we will plan for the particular software. Then we will go for the design and develop, test and release. And finally we will get the feedback from the customer and it will be rectified in the process. Thank you.